Kia ora, Tasha here from the Wellington Pacifica Business Network. I am joined by the beautiful Tapu here today from Bubus Lashes Salon and the Polynesian Beauty Academy here in the wonderful Porirua. Thank you for joining me. Well, we're just going to jump straight in. So can you tell me a bit about your cultural heritage? What do you...
Great. So I hail from the islands of Ea, the villages of Ea in Aitutaki, and the village of Kimiangatau in Moke in the Cook Islands, both from my mum and dad's side. And I was raised in the Cook Islands up until the age of 7.
And what is the story behind Bubus Lashes and the Polynesian Beauty Academy? How did you start?
Right. So Bubus is actually my childhood nickname. It's something that I've always been coined since little. And it's such an endearing name for me. And really the whole beauty salon side started from my mum. So watching my mum growing up, she was a nurturer. So she was always looking after everyone, making sure everybody looked great, looked amazing. All my aunties and nieces would go and ask my mum to do their hair and makeup. And my mum kind of just did it all. She ran the family. She made sure everybody looked great. She looked after everyone. And that's something that I bring into the salon here. So anyone that does come in here, I want them to feel welcome and looked after. And of course, make them look and feel beautiful inside and outside.
What were some of the biggest challenges you had when you were first starting your journey?
The first one was to make that decision to leave the corporate world and go into the unknown and start my own business. That was just, first thing was taking the risk, which I did. And fast forward 8 years now, I'm more than happy that I had done that. I guess another challenge is that when you are running a business, you are wearing more than 7 hats at a time. Which means you're the receptionist, you're the cleaner, you're the technician, you're the counsellor, you're the receptionist. So you're just everything all in one. And that can definitely be challenging. But, when you find a mentor that can help you break down all the different tasks, then it's definitely a lot more doable. But yeah, definitely getting someone to help you in the early stages of business will help you with your challenges. So those were my main challenges, was taking the risk, managing the many hats that I have to wear. I think another main challenge for me was finding the right staff members.
And then, so I guess following on from there, from what you've learned when you first started, how do you think your business has evolved since then?
Very much a lot. So I basically started off working from home. So I was home based for 3 years. I wanted to keep it nice and small and manageable, and of course be around my children at the time, who were still very young. And I moved into a salon space in 2019, just before COVID. And I thrived and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed being away from the family unit and having my own space. And then I turned it into a training academy, which is something that I hadn't done before in the first 3 years. And it was something that I had been working towards. I was able to launch in 2019 with my salon and training academy. The evolution has been massive compared to starting off small to now being a salon and an international educator. Traveling the Pacific and New Zealand and Australia. So yeah, a lot has changed.
And speaking of traveling the Pacific and keeping your authentic self and your Pacifica values with you, how do you think those Pacifica values transfer or influence you in business or your decision making in business?
I think one thing that comes to mind, if you're a Pacific person, is the warmth and the joy that you naturally possess. So that's something I carry with me everywhere I go. I make sure that anyone that I come into contact with or meet, that they remember me from being friendly, being bubbly, being lively, having a good laugh. I think that those are one of our amazing values that we just carry instinctively. Also, I think service is quite a big one. I think in the Pacific community, service is huge, whether it be in the church, at home, or in business. I think that we carry those values quite strongly. And for me, I use service as in doing the best that I can with whatever treatment my clients or students are wanting from me. I give them the best that I can. I try and add more value into whatever they're here for, so that they go away with their cup overflowing.
And speaking of meeting you, I met you at the Boost Your Business series that we ran out here in Porirua. How did you hear about it? How did you hear about the Pacifica Boost Your Business series to start off with?
Right. So first of all, it was all over social media, which was
great.
really good. So it's all over Instagram and Facebook and even my local Porirua City Council.
Nice.
I got emails from them, and then of course the Pacific Business Trust. I got some of their emails as well. So it was really good to see that there was something amazing happening for us Pacifica businesses.
Cool. And I know you came to a lot of the workshops, but what were moments in those workshops that stood out for you? Like, what were some things that you were like, oh, I'm going to take that away, or what did you really enjoy about it?
Right. For me, going to these networking events is really to go and rub shoulders with other business owners and share your wins and also your struggles. I think it's really inspirational when you hear stories of other people's struggles for other people's wins, because it inspires you to go off and do the same thing, or maybe achieve your own goals. So I think, it's the networking, it's the sharing of stories, the talanoa, all of those things I think are really important. Of course, the food's always been amazing.
Anything that helped you maybe make changes in your business, or something you wanted to do better with your business?
Yeah, I have to say one of the takeaways that I got from one of the workshops was from Evan.
Oh, cool.
And he said something about casting your net every day. And to me, that spoke volume, because casting your net can translate to promoting yourself, can translate to like saying hello to someone that you've been wanting to connect with in a long time. So it's just casting your net out to get these opportunities that are available to everyone. And I've been able to do that since his workshop. I have landed 4 sponsorship deals. So very fortunate to have met one of the founder's daughters at a networking event.
Nice.
Stayed in contact, told her about some of the work that I do traveling the Pacific, teaching young women and women with children how to learn a trade in beauty and starting their own businesses. And they were right up there with wanting to support me.
What are your next hopes for your business? What are your next goals for the year ahead?
The goals are always changing.
Yeah.
Depending on what's happening, in the political climate. But other than that, the big goals is to hire some permanent staff. And the purpose of hiring staff is that I'll have staff here in the salon to service all my regular clients, and then so that way I can be a bit more hands off. And be able to travel and teach more. So I absolutely love being in the salon. I love doing the services, but I also love teaching. And I feel like now is the time for me to kind of, I've babied my salon long enough, and I feel like she can continue without me, so I can go off and start empowering other women.
So the next step,
is to go off and start teaching all over the Pacific. I have recently travelled to Samoa, Rarotonga, and Fiji, teaching there. So I want to continue to keep travelling back to the islands and teach as many students as I can.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's more about growing the training academy.
And then, speaking of growth, what does success look like for you for both your business and personally as well?
Success for me professionally means being recognised in the industry. Actually, I have some good news. So I was nominated for Lash Educator of the Year 2024, which I just missed out on. But then I found out I was recently nominated for Lash Educator of the Year 2025.
Oh, yay.
So the results for that come out in September. So I'm just really pleased that I've been over here in small town of Porirua, working away, just living my passion for teaching and producing amazing work. And it's been recognised. by the industry greats. So yeah, that's one thing I'm really proud of. That's professionally. And then personally is, for me, really having more freedom in my schedule to spend time with my family.
Nice.
So to me, that's success.
So Tapu, what advice would you give other Pacifica entrepreneurs?
And is number one is to surround yourself with other visionaries. And what that looks like is being around other people that are in alignment with wanting to do better for themselves, do better for their families, and do better just in life. That's my main one.
Nice, well done. And what do you want Pacifica business owners or people in Wellington to know about being a Pacifica business owner in Wellington?
Definitely be proud. Be proud of what you do. Yeah, share it with the world. Share with everyone what you do. Yeah, and just remember that you are a representative of all the other Pacific businesses out there. I tend to go into rooms where I am the only brown person in the room, and usually I would shrink, but now I try and stand tall and proud, and just showcase our beautiful culture. Don't be shy. Let everybody know where you're from. Introduce yourself. Take up space. Really,
Nice. Project that beautiful Pacifica energy out there. Nice.
Feel it.
Which I think you do so well.
Okay.
So thank you so much for giving me the time today to talk, a bit about your amazing success out here. And just wish you all the best for the future, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.